EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's going to air one out right away. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's May. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. Brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Go! Off the play fake, it's May. Quick throw, taken in. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Let's go! He pulls it in around the 5. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's got it to the 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
60 Bobcat, 60. Let's go now. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line. But that's exactly where they find themselves after that sack, and that's a disastrous start.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. First and 10.
Here we go, sack.
He'll get this out to the left flat.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's third down and a few inches.
Warrior 70. Sack. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Pass right side. Taken by Baker. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down. Getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll let one go down the middle. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Let's go now.
That's taken in, and it's going to be a Commander's 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
60 by 6. Here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Take go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one on target to Moore. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the ground, a first down run. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
70 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
70 range. 70 range. 18 left. 18 left. Go.
They're going. It's May. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, And they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Come on, set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. It's a short one caught by Sinnott. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
19, Lion.
He'll look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Sinnott, the tight end. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards.
On the double.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Set up. Cowboy 80. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Here now, second down and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action with May. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go, set. 19 side, 19 side. Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 48. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Sack. Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. May firing quickly to Pope. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They bring their tight end right. On second down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground is Mason. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Come on, set. 79 Bronco. Get up.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's a third down and 4.
60 Eagles, 60.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
70 range, 70 range. 18, 18, Mustang 19.
To throw now, May. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
19, Lion. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
May to the air once more. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, it's May. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, New England. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ready, ready. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commander's first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Ready up. Come on, set. Get up.
Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
Pioneer. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
May gonna look to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this...
Big opening up the middle. Still going. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Pats will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and a yard.
Set.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A gain there of 11. First down, Washington.
And what a clutch throw here on third down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Got it. Ready?
They face 2nd down and 7.
Set. Set up.
He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's go. Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
On the double. Come on, set. Go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
18 rather. Get it. Let go.
From out of the gun, here's May. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On the set.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
19 Lions. Come 19. Come 19.
Throwing now is May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set.
Now a give on the ground. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
70.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Now May. That's complete to Mason.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Go, Lee. Go. Go.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And That will do it. This one comes to